Hello friends! So we're on our 10th version of the walkthrough, and today we're going to be going from spring 22, 23, and 24, and I'm hoping we will unlock some more of Lily Kala and progress enough to unlock the rest of the cultural stars for Providence, or not Providence, for Lectonbury. Providence is at the very end, so even though it comes up as the second town, it's going to come up at the very end. So we are in the middle of our room today because we moved to Lily Kala. Now when we come out of our house, you can see we're on the beach, which is nice. I wish moving my house was that easy. So since we've got the sprinklers going on here, all we got to do is pick up anything and we can regrow, and just that one spot is going to be the only one that we're going to have to water, which is why it was something that we prioritized, was getting those sprinklers. We really should work on getting more sprinklers for our spring area. This is really the only way that I figured out how you can more easily go from town to town. Those fodder corn, we should probably feed them. But now we have enough tomatoes that we can pass those in. Let's grab our onions. Where's our onions? Oh, there they are. We're not going to need all 7. I can't remember if it was 3 or 4, so we might as well take them, since it will mean that we have to come back here to put them back in the fridge or wherever. This should unlock Lily Kala so we can start building the buildings. Oh, also seeds. Did I grab seeds? Okay. We can go ahead and do the seeds. Looks like Lectonbury is going to have 20% off of the restaurant. So that'll be on the 25th. We should probably go do that so that we can get recipes for discount. Let's go ahead. Let's plant another fodder seed. They're always useful. I probably should have gone regular corn just so that we could get some of that growing. But I do not like having animals without having full feed there where it's not going to be so high on our priority. So once the chicken is happy all the way, we'll get eggs every day instead of every other day. Let's make some more feed here. Red Pepper is eating, so it's not going to let me pet it. However, since it's already done eating, we can tell it to go graze, and that will kick it out of its unavailable to pet status. See, now we can care for Red. Now, since we're right here, we can just run over. I wish we could talk to people while we were mounted. We can't. We'd have to hop off of Red. But now we can pass in our tomatoes and our onions. And here's where it unlocks. If we fish on a clear night from the Great Pier, we'll get shellfish that is supposed to get us what we're looking for after 8 p.m. or later. Now the ahi poke recipe, which I don't know if that is proper pronunciation since I learned it from reading it. It's a guess. That's going to be one that we're going to need to make 5 of. So today we're going to start fishing. It is going to enable us to get some fish that we're going to need to unlock the fishing festival here. And that is one of the requirements to unlock the 3 stars. So it'll be locked here at the 1 star until we build all of the buildings. And then at 3 stars, it'll be locked until we restore the festival. And that's pretty typical for all of them. You can see already we are a sliver into our 2nd star, and we just moved here last night. So we're making progress already. Anytime we go up to a tree, if we want to gather the coconuts, we have to hop off the horse. But as you saw with that zucchini seed, we can talk to the sprite or harvest wisp to get the seeds without having to leave. Now that we've got this unlocked, I'm hoping we will now be able to start building the houses. So this one, we just need board lumber and material stone, which we've got some of each. Material stone, coconut. Hey, we almost have enough coconuts just from what we gathered here. So lumber, coconuts, material stone. Lumber, material stone, and glass. Good thing we've been gathering all this stuff. And there is another one right here. That's the yeso scallop that we've been gathering on the beaches. Unfortunately, I don't think we have enough for that one. But we can go ahead and gather today. That one, I don't think he asked for anything yet. Maybe we've got to wait till we open up the barn down here. Now we have enough coconuts to pass in. Board lumber, material stone, and grass. So that's another one that we've been growing all of that grass for to be able to unlock this one. We could use it to unlock, now that we've got the hot mushroom, to pass in the quest to Doc Jr. But we don't, it's not blocking anything, and we don't need to do it this very second. So let's see here. We do have some compost, and we need to get our gems cut. And I think we can even get another sprinkler going. The nice thing is from gathering all the materials that we have been and basically hoarding them, we have pretty much everything everybody's been asking for. Yeah, we've got 9 of these, so all we need is to find one, and then we can pass hers in too. And it does look like we're going to want to get these sorted. We have no room to get the gems cut, so let's pass some in so that we can be able to put them away and get our gems cut and then sell them tonight. So first thing we want to do is let's do a search in our map here. We're going to go over to the forageables. We need that yeso scallop, and you can see there's one not too far from us. We could just run over there and grab it real quick. We don't even have to get off the horse. So there we go. That's basically all we have to do. And we can pass in her quest there. We didn't even have time to get lumber, so we might have to go back and grab just plain lumber. I didn't even think to put away the gems enough for us to get the lumber. So now his should be up and running. Maybe I should go get the gems cut real quick, and then we will come back and talk to all these people about fixing up their houses. So I guess we will go ahead and just put all these materials back so we've got room for cut gems. And I should double check and make sure we have 5 silver and the crystal that we need. So these fish, they were just given to us, but we want to hang on to that tuna because that's going to be useful. The sea bass is also going to be useful, but we can sell these goby. They're not necessary for the moment. We'll come back and get our... Oh, have to make sure I have everything we need for the sprinkler. Crystal, glass, silver. We have everything we need right out of our pockets. We can get them cut and passed in at the same time, assuming we have the 3,000. So it looks like we've got 5,000, so we should be fine. Head over, take care of our farm, talk to Doc. Since everything's locked right now, the only one that we really want to talk to is Doc to get these cut, and maybe Judy to see if she will take some pity on us and ask us for some fertilizer so we can get some milk. I'm just going to cut all of the glass because we're going to be using it a lot in repairs as well. And it's fairly inexpensive. And I think that's everything, and we'll grab our sprinkler. And now we can go put our sprinkler down in spring as long as we have an open space for it. Yep, and it looks like this will be not a perfect space for it because we want to put it in the middle of a bunch of plants, which we can do if we put it right there. We're going to do that just by going into our bag, holding it, and then we can place it. So that'll mean any of these that we plant here. And I think we can do a couple of these in springtime for mutations, but I don't remember. I should review that. You can plant any of these seeds in any of the areas. And it does look like we're going to need a couple for around our new sprinkler area. Oh, that was our last strawberry on that one too. So but we've got the horse, we've got plenty of area. We might as well run around and get some seeds. Oh, bag is full. We don't need weeds. That should tide us over for a minute. I do want to start planting some turnip seeds in the summer. See if we can start getting some of the more important options here for hybrids. Let's plant a few summer seeds just so I can show you what this looks like. They're not all going to hybridize, but we have the extra space. We might as well be using it. And because we've just set our sprinkler out the first time today, we have to water everything. Starting tomorrow, this 9 patch will be automatically watered. We can decide if we want to let it get more fallow and wild in our small area. Because really, I don't think we're going to put a bunch of sprinklers here until we get larger sprinklers. Maybe just like the 2 that we did at the lily calla plot. And then maybe put a few extra at lily calla because that plot's just so large. Now that we have everything cut, let's head back. We no longer need to hunt for tomatoes or for that shell. So now we've just got the fodder seeds up. But let's head home. And let's sell our gems and see if we can find any people before they go to bed to hand in our stuff. We can sell these goby too. Actually, I think I'm going to save them and sell them tomorrow. But we can sell these gems. You can save gems like the garnet has a specific request, but we've been fairly lucky in finding them. And the crystals, we need them for every size of the sprinklers, so I'm not going to sell them until we have our sprinklers all set up exactly how we want them. All right, so let's grab our, material stone, our glass, a bunch of lumber, our board lumber. I don't remember if we needed square lumber, but might as well take it. That should be enough for anybody that we can find that is still going to be outstanding next to a plot. Maybe we can get these passed in before they all disappear in their houses. That's going to be the tool shop, I believe. Or he's going to build a tool shop. Okay, so I think we've already given her what she needed. I think he's got what he needed. Let's see. We have another blue mark over here and one down there. Let's see who we can catch. Oh, I missed what he needed. I'm pretty sure that was iron, though, and I did not grab the iron. Well, there is one last one we can try to get to if they are not closed. Oh, she's right there. Yep, she needs iron too. So we're probably going to need to have our iron processed through dock. We should have some new buildings tomorrow, though. Even though we didn't get all of them in the one day, part of that is that it's just a very quick moving day, and we're still individually watering a full plot at the Lectonbury home area. If we had like this, where we're just collecting, reseeding, and planting, it wouldn't be a big deal because that whole plot we could probably set up that way if we wanted to, so that it would allow us to get all of that done. Still gonna need that. Let's see. We have 6 iron, but I'm pretty sure one of them wanted 10 iron by itself. So let's take a look at our requests. Everything here that has a blue is required for progressing a town. There are a few that are not blue with the blue star that lock your town's culture level, and those are the ones we're going to be focusing on a lot. So that one we're going to need our grass for. This one, we have everything we need now that we've got that iron. We could even do both of those because that would just be 5. And she's the one that we can't do until we get more iron processed. Neil wants his 5 tomato, but now that we have done the unlocking quest for Lily Kala where it needs the tomato, he can have those tomatoes. We do now have the 2 daisies for Nemo. The red roses, I think we have seeds for that, but we haven't planted them yet. The carrots should be coming in fairly soon, and then we're stuck on the milk here. We need more milk to help Nemo on his journey. This is in Providence. We could hand this over, but it's not that important until we get a faster mount. I guess we could do it just to increase friendship and relationship. That last Nemo one was just a regular daily quest. So it is good enough where we could go to bed, but let's clear up stuff out of our pockets that we don't necessarily need. And we've got 10 grass here, so we can pass in that 1 for the barn. Yep. As you can see here, we can get 3 hot mushrooms just by completing this quest, which means we could then turn around, grow enough grass to take over to Nemo, or not Nemo, to take over to Doc, who would then help upgrade his invention machine. That's what it says. I guess that may be, if you're trying to find somebody to process some of the more higher level goods, that might be one of the sticking points. Make sure that you finish that quest with Doc. So we are now moving on to day 23. You can see it is so fast. The days run so fast. But we made a lot of progress here at Lily Kala. Ooh, and it looks like our eggplants are in, and because they regrow and we've got them under... Oh, and we have a striped eggplant, which is a hybrid. A lot of these will regrow, which means that we don't have to keep doing this. If you do it early enough while it's watering, you don't have to water it again. But it looks like that's it for this one. Yay! Fertilizer! Oh, thank you, Judy. So let's make sure we take her fertilizer today. Let's take a look here. Yeah, we have 5 in our pockets, so we can afford 5 more for her. And then how many milk do we... So we already have 1 butter. I think we have all of that and all of that. So this will give us a 2nd butter. We just need 1/3 butter, and then we can send Nemo on his way. Which will unlock Lectonbury for their progress, for their culture level. Oh, I don't know why I'm stumbling all over that. But the nice thing about that is if we want to move back just to get the culture level up to level 5, we can. Once we get past that hard lock, it is not required for me to increase my culture level in other towns to unlock the rest of the culture level for Lectonbury. It is required that we unlock the culture level at Lilycala to unlock some of the upgrade and processing that Doc can do out of his workshop, which is definitely worthwhile because there's once we unlock Lilycala and drop the wall here, we are going to be able to reach the Lilycala mine, which goes a lot deeper. So I believe that I might have said that Lectonbury mine goes down to level 80. I think I'm wrong. I think it only goes down to level 50, if I remember right. It's either 40 or 50. I think it's 50. But you hit the lower level fairly quickly. You can see we have a bunch more buildings here. Here we've got a flower shop, so let's just go inside so you can see the products that they have available. We probably aren't going to take them up on purchasing because we can get the same stuff from Lectonbury, but if we ever need to, they've got the same thing here where we can put away all of our maybe we'll sell this striped eggplant and this goby. Should give us some decent money. Oh, well, I could have checked yesterday for the clam that we're trying to fish. I honestly just forgot. Now we've got the hot mushroom. So now what we may do is we might go buy some grass seeds. So these are the two shops. One is the workshop, the other is the animal shop. And I think we have to rebuild their houses before they will give us quests to rebuild those shops. All right, and I think... All right, we've passed in all of the required things that we can. We're going to need to go cut some more of this iron here to open Trini's quest. Oh, and we need 3 bronze from Makoa. I didn't realize. That high quality board lumber you're going to be tempted to use often. Do not. You need to hang on to it till you have 2, and then we'll fix a bridge that will open up a very valuable mine and enable us to be able to cross over into Zimmergrad. You only need 2. They all come as quest rewards. 1 from this town and 1 from Herbsburg, in the same way that we're doing this one too. By unlocking and rebuilding the town, somebody will give us 1 of these high quality boards. They're very expensive. They're not easy to make on your own. We can make them eventually. It's just going to be a minute before that's going to be a thing we have to worry about. See, now we have 5 more eggplant seeds. We've got 3 watermelon seeds. Those will be fun. Let's grab some of this bronze. We might as well just get it all built. And I haven't done my eggs for a little while. See, here we've got where we can make our ahi poke. Now, since we've got this tuna in storage, it can be used, but I just want to leave it in there to show you if we get lucky enough to get a yellowfin tuna, we should be able to use it as well. So, let's go put in our compost and then head over to Lectonbury and then see if we can pick up our butter ingredients. Oh. I accidentally interrupted that and didn't put in all of it. So interrupting it means that we lost one compost. It's not a big loss, it's just compost. And now we've got some things being sold here, so we will get our shipment bonus for Lily Kala. Remember, it's not a value-based shipment. You can, as long as you're just shipping something, that's what's important. Let's get our ore processed, and then we will go take care of our farm and go see Judy. That's what we need. Oh, we don't need to do all of that. How about we do 20? We could do all of the bronze, though. Since we're not ready to build another fence, we have the materials to make the most of a small fenced-in area if we wanted to. It is not that important at this point. And here we've got our turnips. I regret planting them here because I really do want to get hybrids out of the summer area for the turnips. It is kind of planning for a late game type of thing, but totally worth it. So we're gonna grow some grass here. Grass becomes a very highly requested item, and it doesn't require a lot of care. I'm not going to waste the area around the sprinkler with grass. I think we will water the grass seeds, but we should be able to ignore the grass once it's growing and it still becomes grass. We do want to grow some of these here. We might as well try a couple of the summer things, see if we can get them to grow okay. We got them for free. Might as well use them. So let's go talk to... Oh, so you don't have to feed your animals a specific, like, animal feed. We can give him a turnip and he'll eat it and not be hungry anymore. They're not that picky. So she had sent us a letter for the fertilizer, so we got the milk, but she is now asking for glass, which we happen to have, so it's also going to give us the rest of the milk we need. And now we can get Nemo unlocked, and he can start wandering, and we can open up his traveling shop. That will give us a few things that we wouldn't have been able to get before. So when Nemo travels, he tends to travel here in the breezy plains area or on this side of Providence in the moon viewing woods. So he tends to wander. We'll track him down once we get him going, but that'll also trigger the unlock. And you can see now we've got these 2 buildings that we can turn in, which is why we're gonna hurry and run and go past those in very quickly. And then we'll start our butter cooking before we go and worry about other things. So just to point out something, you don't have to have animal feed. You can hand feed your animals any crops to get them going. Oh, it looks like we should make some more board lumber. We're getting low. And then over here. Now we can't remember, or we can't forget that tonight we want to attempt to fish off of the Great Pier. There, now I think we've got... Yeah, the last thing we need to do, we've got all of those requests for the buildings done. We just need to try to fish off the Great Pier, and that's going to unlock our next level of fishing pole. I think that was the last building, right? I'm just double checking. Yeah. So let's go ahead and start our board cutting, start our butter cooking. And then we'll go do our grass. We could have done it before, but now we've got everything passed in for Lily Kala, which should open up the rest of the town. And then tomorrow we can unlock Nemo and his wandering. So we've got our butter cooking, we've already got the eggs, we've already got the baguettes. And let's go ahead and let's just do as much as this will let us. And we'll put all the rest back. We will want that later. We don't need it right now. That we can pass in. We actually don't need any of these. And let's put away all of our materials now that we are done passing everything in. Okay. We've got it cooking, we've got our materials being made. Let's go buy some grass seed and plant it. Grass seed is never going to have a limit in Lily Kala. I mean in Lectonbury. So, tripping over all of the L-name villages. We can just go right in here to the general store. Buy a bunch of grass seed. And I think I'll probably get like 15. It is fairly common that people ask for it. We could buy these if we wanted to, but if we needed them, we could just look for the wisp and then go pick them up. And on the horse, it's not a big deal. Now, I've read that you don't have to water the grass seeds when they're in seed. You could just drop them and ignore them. But I think when we tried that, they went brown. And they probably still would have been fine. I just would rather not lose the investment. We have 2 fodder corns still being grown, so I don't feel the need to run around and get the fodder corn. But we might as well spend the rest of our day fishing, and we can fish off the Great Pier later. What I want to do, we fished off of that one smaller pier for a few items. I want to show you. It's a little challenging to fish off of this pier with the low level fishing pole. So this one's not, this pier right here doesn't have fish at the end of it for us to fish off of. But usually when you have a dead end on these piers, it's because there are fish at the end. So here is a not upgraded, just your very, very basic fishing pole. I'm going to see if I can get that little one over there. We will not be able to catch these big ones. Actually, maybe I'll wait till after tonight. Once we finish tonight, it should unlock our next level of fishing pole. Then fishing right there becomes very lucrative because we need those jumbo size fish. So we might as well not waste any bait and go ahead and fish the little fish off of this pier for right now. Oh, that's my fault. I pulled it back just a little bit because there's so many fish. We got their attention real easy, so why make it harder by pushing it so far away? When you're pushing down on the L controller in the right direction, fighting where it's looking, you get these big waves, and that's how you know you've got it right. You might have to roll it the opposite direction. I've heard that some people, when trying to get the big fish, would like press A intermittently when it's fighting to try to get it to face you so that they don't have to angle their controller when they're fighting it so much. I prefer just fighting them based on the direction they're going. But if it's easier for you, go ahead and try that. So we are almost to the point where we can go and try to fish off of the pier for the pearl. So we'll take our last little goby with us and we will head over that way. Come on, Red. Everybody's going to bed, and you can see, had I just remembered that we needed to go and fish here, I think we would have had to have waited the second day anyway. Because you need to get this cutscene. We're not actually fishing off the pier, we just have this cutscene. Now, she was just walking. If we're fast enough, you know what? Let's whistle. Why am I running? That's what's red. That's what we got red for, right? She may already be in her house and it may be locked up, and then we have to wait till tomorrow. Sometimes, if you get lucky, the door's still open. Well, I guess we'll have to wait until tomorrow. That's all right. We'll wait until tomorrow, and then we will get our new shiny fishing pole, which will make fishing, well, it'll still be challenging, but it'll make it possible to get the big fish. And that is what we're looking for. Some people really love the fishing. Some people would rather do without it. You should let me know what end of the spectrum you guys end up on when it comes to fishing. If you don't mind the fishing, or if you hate it, don't want anything to do with it. That's how I was on my first playthrough. Once I got the hang of it and understood the rules a little better, it wasn't as bad. I'm just going to take the rest of this time just to clear up the farm here. We'll still be getting some weeds, but it's not a bad idea to keep a stock of weeds in order to, as a just in case. And we've got these fish we can definitely sell. We don't need the goby for anything that I remember, so we will just go ahead and sell all of them. There is our third butter. We might as well fry up the rest of these eggs. And, oh, there's the eggs that we'd already set up for this. And we will take 5 baguettes. And we will now be able to unlock. Well, let's just make sure that we've got everything sorted, because I did not sell our fish, which we need to do. We can put this away. I keep forgetting to talk to Nemo, but we're going to talk to him tomorrow. We have to, so we can give him his stuff. So I know we've got 62 weeds here. That's only 3 feed. That is 1 day's worth. And then put away our board. Let's make sure we sell. Then we'll go to bed and start our last day. There we are, the 24th. See, we're moving right along with Lily Kala. Part of that is there's so many requests to rebuild the village. It helps to get you past the lockout points. So now we just take care of both farms and go see Nemo. And go talk to, I think it's Aolani. Oh, we got some glass gem corn, which is fodder corn here in summer. So that's a hybrid right there. Looks like we're going to need to grow some more fodder corn. And I think we need... I'm not going to grow grass there. We're going to get some turnips. See if we can get a couple of hybrid turnips going. I don't think we have 5. No, we need 5 tomato to make. We might as well sell the glass gem corn. That can be what we sell today. As you can see, the glass gem corn doesn't grant any special cooking abilities, unlike the gold silver corn, which grants the 1 hour of energy. So it's just extra money. It's worth the same amount as a regular fodder corn to eat. You cannot turn it into feed. Oh, let me grab my turnips. Where'd they go? So we might as well get a profit out of them. They're not hard to make, as you can see. So, and if they're not necessary for anything but just the... we missed it just enough that we're going to have to water those 3 turnips. All right. I need to get in the habit of checking the animals and then going straight there. Selena wants more cherries. Oh, and we can sell our 2 glass gem corn. I'm so excited to give these to Nemo. It's the first time that I've unlocked the Lectonbury village, so that you can increase past the 3 stars in spring. I knew it was possible. I just never had done it myself. So Sugar's now perfectly happy, so we should be getting eggs from her every single day. Daisy's not quite grown up enough for us to get milk from. Even at full hearts, we do not get milk every single day. Looks like she loves wheat. Oh, Red loves turnips, so we did good giving him a turnip. Each of these animals is going to love something that you won't necessarily know about right away. But every time you tame one, you can check the book to see if there's anything that particular named animal likes. Let's go make some compost. We will do both at the same time this time. All right, and then I think we just need to talk to Aolani. And she's right here. And I think we're going to get another cutscene. The nice thing about this is now we have unlocked the ability to fish the large fish. I wouldn't say that it's easy, it's still quite a challenge, but it makes it possible, and it's something that we're required to do in order to unlock the next upgrade of fishing pole. So those large fish that we saw off of that pier that's shaped like an X, that's going to be your tuna, mahi-mahi. The biggest ones are going to be tuna, mahi-mahi, and yellowfin tuna. The smaller ones are going to be sea bass. Even the smaller ones, which are going to be a lot easier to catch than the larger ones, are going to be useful for unlocking the fishing festival. Remember where that pier is, though, because in the fishing festival, that pier is where you're going to want to go Okay, so we're just gonna warp home to grab the gold and the... Ooh, was it silver that we needed? We might have to go into the mine today. Yep, we're gonna need to go into the mine, do some more silver hunting. But then we can get the upgraded... Alright, so we are ready to pass this in. Since we're going to be over there anyway and we have the 3 gold. We don't have... Was that silver? That wasn't silver, was it? That's iron. Yep, just iron. Alright, so we're going to have to do some silver hunting. We might as well leave this home now that I think about it. Leave our pockets as open as possible. I can't wait till we open the Lily Column mine. It is so much better when we are trying to get parts for silver. You just have to work so hard for silver in the Lectonbury mine. I think if we got down farther, we might have a better luck in getting more in per run. I think it would help if we got to Herbsburg and was able to upgrade our hammer and our pickaxe first, though. See, we can upgrade our expert hoe, expert watering can here if we wanted to from Doc, but those aren't high value tools, especially because you can just press and hold down A. And he's got a lot unlocked here. See, we can now do aquamarine, opal, and topaz. Those are things we're not going to necessarily see in this level of the Lectonbury mine. I believe the farther down we get in the mine, we might be seeing some of those. But none to the point that it's that important. Yay, we have another... Oh. Gotta be careful that you don't accidentally pick up your fencing while you're just trying to pick up your produce. If you press and hold A when you're trying to pick things up and you're trying to, like, water, you might be accidentally picking up fencing. And that's a problem. We'll water the seeds. I think I'm going to leave the rest of this grass unwatered. I want to save those turnips, so maybe we'll go and grab something over here while we're grabbing some mushrooms. We don't necessarily need the onions right now. See how Lectonbury is still frozen at the 3 stars? It's good to increase your farming to focus on one type of seed at a time, because for each level of seed that you plant, you can increase your expert level. Nemo only travels on weekends on his flower hunt. He sells special items when he's out that he doesn't sell in his normal shop. So we've still got it locked here, but tomorrow we should be able to unlock it. I think tomorrow we'll sell the gold silver corn. We should throw that fodder corn into the feed. Oh, if we're going to the mine, I need to go back in there and gather all of our mining stuff. So I'm hoping tomorrow when we come back to Lectonbury, that lock will be gone. Let's see, what do we have a lot of? Might as well take all the coffee. Coffee's easy to come by. We can just swing by a couple of warp points to get more. Yeah, I think we're good. So we probably will not get our new fishing rod today to unlock the next level of Lily Kala, but we did unlock Lectonbury, all of their festivals, and all of their traveling merchant. And a lot of these cities that you want to unlock the culture level for, sometimes you have to wait until you have gotten farther along the storyline, unlocking other villages and getting them to the point where they're locked. That can sometimes unlock the one that you're working on. Oh, yay. I think that's gold. Yep, it was just a little small. Silver small, but not that small. Oh. Maybe. How about we go get our fishing pole right now? That was super lucky. We have not been that lucky in this playthrough at all. I am pretty happy about that. Oh, you know what else we need? We need to get it processed. I'm sure you guys probably wouldn't have done that, but we all make mistakes. I need to stop and get our gold, because we only have one, we need 3. Is it only 3 silver that we need? I should double check. 3 silver and 1 gold. Never mind, we had everything we needed right in our pocket. From that one level in the mine, it's like the game knew that's all we needed. Oh, I'm so excited. Alright, so we've now got our ore that's required for the quest to upgrade our fishing pole to the expert. And now we can start hunting those jumbo-sized fish. Maybe that's what we'll do for the rest of the night. It's nice seeing all of the houses up. It always makes me sad to see this place completely destroyed, but we didn't let it stay that way long. Now to get the next level, which would be the master fishing rod, we would have to unlock the town to 4 stars. That you absolutely have to fish a bunch of really large fish for. So a lot of people tend to get into this bottleneck where you have to fish the really large fish. You don't have a great... You know what, let's grab some... Let's grab our bait, and I'll show you what it's like to fish these very large fish. We can sell these. Let's put the rest away and we will grab our bait. I think I'm just going to stick the fodder in our storage for now. We probably won't need all this room for all of the fish we're going to get because these fish are hard. We're probably going to have a rough time catching these fish. But the challenge is part of the fun. It is going to be difficult. It is a little bit challenging to get these jumbo fish. Oh, and I totally forgot to get my... Sorry, Red. I whistled for you and ignored you. I forgot to get my fishing bait. And this is what we saved our fishing bait for from the very beginning. So we've got 2 levels. We've got the level 4 bait and we've got level 1 bait, 4 of them, and some level 2 bait. Let me show you what we're going to do with these bait. So, catching the fish, the smaller ones, was a challenge with our older fishing rod, with the, I think it was called old fishing rod. But the expert fishing rod, which we now have, let me show you what that looks like. It's a coppery color, which all of them will turn coppery when we upgrade them to expert. All the rest of these won't come as part of the storyline. We have to pay and have Doc or whoever the workshop owner for each of the towns do to upgrade them. But let me show you the difference here. So these very large fish we're going to need at least 10 of them for unlocking the quest here. First I'm going to try it with level 1 bait, but I'm bringing this way closer to me. So with the level 1 bait, we can sometimes get the fish attention when we pull it up close to us, and we still may not catch it because they fight a lot. You can see the stamina bar goes down real fast. And there we go. There's our first tuna. We will use another level 1 bait, pull it in over here. I probably should have pulled that a little bit closer. Get the big waves, reel it in, let go, get the big waves, reel it in. And there's a yellowfin tuna. All right. Last one. Let's see if we can get him to come in too. We might have to wait a little bit before he sees the bait because he's swimming far away. And we don't want to fight these bigger ones if we don't have to. If he's going to be too difficult, we can go to the other side of the X too. I'll show you that in just a moment. Make sure that we're always fighting it to get the big splashes so it tires out faster. Oh, this one was a three fighter. I don't know if we're going to catch him. Yep. But considering we got one from a request, and if you have trouble catching these fish, they're not easy to catch. I'm surprised, frankly, that we could catch this 2-star yellowfin tuna. That's surprising to me. But once we make sure you're all the way up there, use a fish bait, bring it in close, and wait for them to see it. You can't bring it in super close if you want them to be able to see it, but pull back in the direction opposite what they're swimming to get the big splashes. It'll tire them out faster. Then press and hold A to reel in while they're... And there's another yellowfin. Now, we can do the level 2 bait and pull it up much closer. And it tends to get their attention a little better. The difference between the levels of bait is not going to increase how easy it is to catch these fish. It's only going to increase how far away you can put your bobber in order to catch these fish. So if you're having a real hard time, use your level 2 bait, and you can do requests. That one we're not even going to use bait on. Let's see if we can catch it. So if you're having trouble catching the big fish, you don't have to. You will get tuna as or yellowfin tuna as a quest reward for doing daily requests for people. So if fishing is not your thing, but you want to be able to unlock that culture level, you do not have to fish. You can do it other ways. Just be aware that it is possible, even on this fishing rod, to catch as many tuna as you need. So let's go do a couple of things here. We caught that last fish. It was a sea bass. That is going to be useful for a recipe called jumbo grilled fish. That's going to be necessary to unlock the culture level for this one, as well as a bunch of tuna. Luckily, we caught a bunch of tuna. We're not going to sell any of it, not even the yellowfin, because we need to turn it into ahi poke. Now, again, the ahi poke you can get from requests. I believe Aolani makes it and will give it to you as a quest reward. So if you don't feel like fishing the large tuna to get the required cooking things, then just wait till you get it as request options. So we already have one. We need 4. But as you can see, you can use tuna, yellowfin tuna, you can use regular tuna. We've got 4 of them right here, 5 of them. Maybe we'll sell that extra yellowfin. But let's go ahead and use that tuna. We have enough to make all of them, actually. Which is really makes me happy. Since this one doesn't have a star, I'm going to use it. As you could see, the red onions we could use as a substitution. This only takes 10 seconds, or 10 minutes in game. So we're going to keep the sea bass, we're going to keep that tuna, we're going to keep 1 more tuna so that we've got all 5 of the ahi poke. I really want to sell one of the tuna, the 2-star yellowfin, and if we can catch another tuna, I'd rather not cook that one. We can. Having higher quality ingredients can increase the higher quality value of the tuna, but unless all 5 of them are high quality, you don't necessarily get a better reward. See, that tuna by itself, 3,300, that's a sprinkler by itself. One fish. So you can see all 4 of these hybrid crops didn't even come close to how much we got for that one single fish. All right, I think we've done pretty well today. Let's just empty out our pockets and we will call that good. So we're going to save the rest of this level 2 bait. If we need more tuna, which we don't need the tuna at this point, we have enough to get what we need. We can just get the rest with sea bass. We don't need to hunt the tuna anymore. And we still have those 3 gold. That was very lucky. We got super lucky. And I think that is a great time to end the walkthrough for today. Thank you for following. Thank you for watching. If you got anything out of this, please consider subscribing so that you can get alerted when I add new sessions to our walkthrough. If you have anything that you want me to go over more, if you would like a specific tutorial, please comment below. Right now, I am trying to decide if I want to do an in-depth dock pad tutorial, a culture level tutorial, a taming rare or wild animals tutorial, or a how to get money tutorial. So maybe comment below. I might put a poll up, but let me know what you guys think about that, and have a great day.